Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night. I would love to know where are you at this time. So can you write down where are you at? What part of the world are you watching us? Okay. Um, Thank you so much. And thank you for the ones that we do have on our Zoom class. If you would like to join us in our Zoom class, you can ask one of your parents or one adult to scan the QR code if you want to contact us. And I would be glad to talk to you and get to know you a little bit. And you can join us in our Zoom class. Okay, so today we're going to learn about the Pirkei Avos number 2. So the Pirkei Avos number 2 is teaching us about the 3 pillars that sustain the world. Can you carry on the whole word? Can you? Do you feel it? Yeah. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about. Let's begin. Okay, so first we need to know Shisham Asadik. Shisham Asadik was one of the last sages of the Great Assembly. Do you remember last class? If you weren't here, you can go on the YouTube and you can watch the first class of Pirkei Avos. We were talking about the wisdom, the chain of wisdom of the Torah. And the last the last chain was that great assembly. They were 120 men. It wasn't just one. So Shisham Asadik was one of the sages of that great assembly. Okay? And he taught us 3 important things. The teaching of Pirkei Avos of Shisham Asadik, that is the Pirkei Avos, chapter number 1, the number 2. The word is sustained by 3 things: Torah, service of Hashem, and acts of kindness. Great job. Great job. So we are going to talk a little bit about those 3 pillars, okay? That are very important to sustain the whole world. The number 1 pillar, the Torah. We listen carefully and ask questions. Our sages teach us that there's no silly questions. As many questions as we have to make that questions. We cannot keep it inside of us because it's like where you're learning the words, when you're learning to writing, when you're learning the ABC. If you are learning A, B, C, D, F, it's something wrong, right? We're missing one letter, A, B, C, D, E, F. So we're missing the letter E. So that's not correct that we're learning that way. So the same in Torah. We don't keep doubts inside of us. We ask questions. There's no bad questions. There's just questions and good questions. So the good way to learn Torah is to listen carefully what the Torah is teaching us or what our sages are teaching us, or our rabbis are teaching us, and then we have to make questions. Okay? Why? Do you know why do we study Torah? We know the laws, that's correct. There's no other way that how we can get to know our laws. Okay, there's laws for Jewish and there's laws for non-Jewish, and we all are part in Torah. Okay, but we do study Torah, or such as teach us that we study Torah to know what Hashem wants from us. How could you know what Hashem wants from you, wants you to do? He already gave us Torah through Moshe Rabbeinu. So we just need to learn from Torah. And it's all in there. It's all in there. What he wants from us, what he wants for us to do with this beautiful world that he's creating every single moment from Torah. That's the only way that we can know what Hashem wants from us. And that's the only way that we can get to know Hashem itself. Okay? That's the first pillar, Torah. We're going to the second pillar, serving Hashem. How do we serve Hashem? Okay. So Shimon HaTzadik taught us, we speak with Hashem with gratitude. Our prayers are so important, and we have to have sincere words to Hashem. It's not that you're going to ask your mom or you're going to ask your dad, Mom, Dad, or big brother, big sister, or auntie, or I don't know, someone else. Can you tell Hashem that thank you because the new bicycle I received, I really love my bicycle. I really love my scooter. I love the school I'm in. No, Hashem wants to hear that from you. He wants you to speak with him directly. It's like if you have it on a cell phone, you have many contacts, or your parents has many contacts in the cell phone, and you just click Hashem number, and you ding, ding, ding. Okay, thank you, Hashem. Hello, and you talk to Hashem. Of course, it's not over the cell phone, all right? But you can speak directly to Hashem. You don't need anybody to go through Hashem. No. You can do it by yourself because Hashem wants you to speak directly to him, to be grateful, and of course, to ask questions to him, to ask something that you may not have it right now and you may need it later on. So, gratitude is important. And of course, asking to Hashem whatever we need, whatever we want. Okay, it doesn't mean that he's gonna give us to us as soon as we finish our prayer, but maybe later on we're gonna have it because he really knows what we need and when we need that. Okay, so speak with Hashem. That's part of the serving of Hashem. And another part of serving Hashem is learn one rule and put it into practice. If you go to our first lesson, we learned that Torah is many rules, but it doesn't mean that Hashem wants us to work too much, that we work very hard and we get depressed and we get sad because it's too many rules. No, he wants us to learn carefully and practice. Okay, so the good way to do it is that you can learn one rule that is in the Torah for us as a non-Jewish and put it into practice. Hashem doesn't want us to do something that is not for us. For example, for doing rules that are just for Jewish, we don't accomplish anything when we're doing that. We just accomplish things that belong to us. It's like when your mom is telling you, can you please fix your room? And then you go to your brother's room and you, oh, this is easy. I'm gonna fix this room. And you, of course, you're doing a great job and you get everything done and everything is so clear and even smell good. Does that make your mom happy? Hmm? When you're doing what she didn't ask you to do, or your father, when you're doing what your father didn't ask you to do? No. No, I don't think so either. You make your parents happy when you're doing what they ask you what you need to do. Fix your room. That was your mother asked you to do. Not your brother or your sister room, not the living room, your room. So the same with Hashem. If we are doing things that are not for us as a non-Jewish, we're not serving Hashem because we are not learning what is for us. Okay? So learn one rule that is for us and put it into practice. And we're serving Hashem, and He's gonna be so happy with us. And we are going to make of this world a better place for Hashem because that's what He wants us to do. And the third pillar is acts of kindness. Do you know what kindness is? What is kindness? Yeah, Hannah was saying that it makes people happy by saying good words like thank you or helping them. Uh-huh. So,
so good and so happy and so good.
yes, and made them so happy and so impressed them. That's good. But kindness is when we do good. You're right. You all were right, and all that are chatting right here. You all are right. We do good things when we help others and when we ask for help. That that is acts of kindness too. Because what if we don't know how to do something? We need to ask. We need to ask for help because if we just do whatever we might think it will be correct, but we really don't know how to do it, we could do a mess, right? So we need to ask for help, okay? That is kindness too. When we were helping others, that's kindness too. When we're sharing something good, that's kindness too. Like if you have a big chocolate cake, are you gonna eat the whole cake by yourself? You may have a stomach ache. Yeah. So you don't want to do that. It's better if you share that cake with your family, with your friends, with somebody else. So yummy, yummy, all gonna be so happy, right? And you will be happy as well. And it's kindness for yourself as well because you will not have a stomach ache, right? That sharing is an act of kindness and comfort. When you comfort somebody else, when somebody's sad, a little bit sad, or maybe they were sick, a little bit sick, and they just feel weak, you can get him a little bit of peace, a little bit of comfort just by sitting next to them, if they are allowed to, just by giving them a hug. If they want to, you may ask first. And that's make the people happy. That makes your mom happy. Maybe your mom is sad. Maybe your dad is sad or is tired. Maybe they're tired. You can hug them or you can just sit next by them and listen to them carefully. So it make them feel better, okay? That's a big act of kindness, okay? Um, being kind, Osages taught us that being kind and praying sustain the word. So you see, it's both. We gotta pray, but we gotta do things too. It's not just praying and asking for things, is that we have to put it on work. We have to do kindness as well. And that is what Hashem wants us. So, can you hold the word again?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't feel right like it's heavy. Why? Because it's not just you that are doing those three things that sustain the world. It's many, many more that are trying to do the best to sustain the world. Learning Torah. Can you repeat after me? Learning Torah, serving Hashem, and doing acts of kindness. Those three pillars are sustaining the world. So if we all are doing it, that means we all are sustaining the world. So the world is not too heavy. That's what Hashem wants us to do. It's not that putting a lot of effort in somebody. It's putting an effort in everybody. So it's not going to be heavy. Okay. Still, we do have our weekly challenge. And it's not really challenge. You already done one part. Learning Torah. What we're doing right now? We are learning Torah. So you almost done with this part because learn something new from the Torah and share it with someone. So you now need to share this video with a friend, with somebody else, and you're sharing the good. You're sharing something about Torah, something important that Hashem wants everybody to learn so we all can carry on the whole world. We can make this world a better place for Hashem, okay? Our second challenge is serving Hashem. You can say a short prayer every night, okay, or tonight, okay? You can thank Hashem. You can say, thank you, Hashem, because I have many crayons. Thank you, Hashem, because all the goodness that I have, and you can count it on. Your food, you have clothes, you have toys, you have parents, you have family, a lot of things that you can thank Hashem about it. Okay, just things, you have to think about three things today, and you're gonna thank Hashem. All right, it's a little prayer. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be here for somebody else. You can do it at your own room after you tied it up. Of course, everything is clean, and you can say that prayer to Hashem because He is waiting for that. He's waiting for you to speak to Him. Okay, and our third little challenge is kindness. It's about kindness. Do an act of help or generosity without being asked. So maybe your mom needs help with the grocery. You can help her out, right? You can help her if you are grow enough to wash the dishes, to put it up dishes, to wash the veggies. You can do it without being asked, without your mom telling you, hey, can you please help me with this? Can you please help me with that? You're gonna think before, okay, today I'm gonna help my mom or I'm going to help my dad when he comes from work. I'm gonna help my dad with this, carry this for him, doing this for him. You can think because the first people that we need to help is our family, is the nearest person around. So Torah teaches that we gotta help our family first, then our friends, our community, okay? So now this week we're gonna work in our home. We're gonna look around what we can do without being asked, okay? And then we're gonna practice the whole week, those three things, okay? And we all are going to sustain the world. We're going to carry the whole world doing this challenge. Do you like this challenge?
Yeah.
Do you think you can accomplish the three things?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? I'm very sure you can do it. You can do it. So what we learned today, let's do a little review. We learned that Torah guide us. It's like that, or GPS. You know, the parents, we do use GPS to get somewhere new. Okay, we're gonna have dinner at this restaurant. So I need to use the GPS. I don't know how to get it. So Torah is the GPS where Hashem want us to go, the right path, the right way that we need to go for. Okay, that's Torah. We learned that Hashem listened to us. We don't need to ask somebody else to speak to Hashem for us. Hashem listened to you. He's waiting for you, okay? And kindness. Kindness changed the world because when you do something good, then this person is going to do something good to another person and so on. So kindness changed the world. And those three pillars are very important to sustain the world. Okay? It's very important. This Pirkei Avos is so precious. So see you next time. Thank you so much for joining us. And the people that are in the Zoom room, thank you so much. If you want to join us in our class, scan this QR code and you're gonna send me directly a message and I will be in contact and I will send you the link, okay? Don't forget to subscribe and give us a like. And remember, you need to share. We need to share the good news of Torah. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.